Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. So, today is Linda's birthday, so I've taken a little trip to Greg's. I'd hoped to get my cinnamon bun, but they didn't have them today. I love cinnamon buns. So, instead, I've got a chocolate twist and a cup of latte. And in case you don't know and you didn't see yesterday's video, today we're having a belated birthday celebration. Hello, Linda. Happy birthday is it a week and a half ago? So we're doing a little birthday. I hope you've got some cakes around you. I've got a chocolate twist, but I don't know how I'm going to eat it and do my makeup at the same time, but it's here. It's here and it's warm. And I've got my latte here and I'm celebrating your birthday with you. And I'm going to try and use full brekkie, brilliant. I'm going to try and use this Pat McGrath, even though it's not really a daytime look, but I've got an idea that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put on some magic cream. My sister keeps laughing at me about the way I raise my eyebrows. I just have an expressive face. So what did you do, Linda? Did you do anything nice on your birthday? I know that you haven't been very well. Good morning, Jackie Kempster. How are you today? And Linda, did you do anything? I know that you weren't very well, but have you done anything nice since for your birthday? Hello, Jennifer. So I'm just putting some magic cream on. Hello. No, you were in bed. Have you done anything nice since? Hello, Stacey. Now, this look could all go wrong because I'm trying to achieve another daytime look using this Pat McGrath. But I have an idea and I think it might work. Hopefully it'll work. Because you're all dying to see this Pat McGrath. And I'm going to do a Christmas look with it. I think that's the best thing one evening is to do a Christmas look with it. But for now, I'm going to try and do a daytime look. So I hope you've all got your cakes. I've got my chocolate twist. Your son is taking you out for a meal, hopefully this week. Oh, lovely. Where are you going? Anywhere nice? I'm sure it's somewhere nice. Now, so I'm going to just it's so easy to do this Tom Ford thing. I'm sorry, you're probably getting bored. And I did think about using Charlotte Tilbury's today, but it's just really easy and it does keep my face moisturised throughout the day because hospitals tend to be quite drying environments. I'm on a diet, so you'll have grapes. Okay, fair enough. Is this in the lead up to Christmas so that you can go mad at Christmas? That chocolate twist is evil. Do you know what? Ever since my dad became unwell and I've been back and forward, I've been really stressed and I haven't felt hungry except for sugary, doughy things. I just can't bring myself to eat a lot of the time, but I've been getting into eating these cinnamon buns, but they didn't have them this morning. I'm so annoyed we didn't get a delivery today. I'll have to go. You'll watch back. Okay, Linda, no worries. Well, anyway, happy birthday to Linda. And we all love you, Linda. And I hope you enjoy your meal out. So I'm just going to shove both of these on at the same time. And I'm really sorry if you're getting bored of Tom Ford. Bored of Tom Ford. I'm a poet and I don't know it. But it's just so easy to put this on. Like some days I don't get to put my makeup on until I get to the hospital. And I just shove it in my handbag and bang, it's on. It's just, and it does really moisturize your face. Charlotte Tilbury's is really good. People were asking me for comparison. This is more moisturizing. The downside to it being more moisturizing is it's more transferable. less transfer resistant. So you really do need to make sure that you set it well with powder. Otherwise, it's going to transfer onto everything. But it's always the case with foundations. You either get a foundation that lasts a long time, but it's a little bit too mattifying and perhaps shows up fine lines because it dries down and stays on, or it's really moisturising, but it transfers. I tried the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation, couldn't believe the coverage. Also the Hollywood brush. Yes, I must use that again. I will use it again because it was perfect. It is. It is. And I will use that on my next video, I think. I just, as I said, at the moment, it's keeping my skin nice and moist, which is good because when you're in these hospitals, they have the heating up really high, which is lovely. I like feeling toasty, but it dries your skin out. And this just makes me, at the moment, it's really windy here. Really, really windy. So now somebody very observant, I can't remember who, said to me that they noticed that my eyes started watering after putting on Legendary Lashes. And I think she's right because yesterday I put on Legendary Lashes and my eyes started streaming all day, and they haven't been streaming for a while. So I'm going to have to play around with mascaras, I think. 37 degrees? Oh, you're in Oz, aren't you? Of course, I've got all the Aussies here. You have your Christmas dinner on the beach. Barbie on the beach. I'm having to get used to, ordered one of the CT tote bags, not very good quality, was disappointed. Oh, that's a shame. I was wondering about that. Tote bags can be a bit like that. I found that my eyes water if I use the Colour Chameleon. Yeah, I think there's a few of her eye products that can cause a bit of eye watering. I was going to say I'm getting used to the New Zealand and Australian time change because my dad's got a brother in New Zealand. He's got all sorts of family scattered across Australia and New Zealand because my dad was born in Fiji. So his brother rings me, but I have to keep track of what time it is going to be when I ring him. Otherwise, I'll end up ringing him in the middle of the night. So, yeah, I'm quite used to that. And I'm really sorry to all my American followers that basically are going to miss this morning because it's a bit too, well, it's in the middle of the night for a lot of them. So I'm really sorry. And I am going to try and work out a schedule. It's just picking Jack up from school and going to visit my dad. Unless I do one in the evening, which seems a bit weird putting makeup on in the evening, but I might start to do that. At least I could do a Pat McGrath look for you all, a full-on Pat McGrath look. Now, what was that comment I just missed? I lived in Fiji for a little while as a teenager. Oh, the eye cream makes your eyes sting and water. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the night cream as well. If you get that too near your eyes, it's because they both, the eye cream and the night cream have got retinol in them. So you do have to be a bit careful. I'm just putting some powder on with this little Real Techniques brush. I've asked Santa for a brush cleaner for Christmas. The one that does a few at once, because I've been wanting one for a while and I think I've reached the limit of my Black Friday treats. So I've asked Santa for one. Okay, now this is what I thought I'm going to try. This could all go terribly wrong. By the way, I did put that eye serum on again this morning. But I thought what I'd do is a little bit of a Charlotte Tilbury Pat McGrath mix-up. So I'm going to put on a Colour Chameleon in, if I can find it. I know there's a comment just popped up. I'm going to read it in a minute. See, I can see out the corner of my eyes. Colour Chameleon in Bronze Garnet, if I can find it. If I can find it. And then, that's Dark Pearl. It's here somewhere. And then put the Pat McGrath over the top, because I think that might make it look a little bit more burgundy. There you are, Bronze Garnet. I've got a new one of these, but I will not open it until I've used up this one. Right, okay, so I'm going to scribble this on. I just put some Airbrush Flawless Finish powder on. And I'm going to scribble this on. This looks lovely on its own, actually. Do you know if you need to pay postage to return to CT? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. I have returned things in the past, but it hasn't been for a while. And I think it was free post. Does anyone else know? Because I'm not completely sure. But I'm sure, I'm saying I'm sure. I'm not sure. But I think it was free. I had to return. The last thing I returned was a while ago, and it was the Mini Miracle Eye Wand. And it was faulty, and it just spurted out a whole load of concealer. And I'm pretty sure that it was free post. Does anyone else know? I'm sure there's somebody here that's returned something to Charlotte Tilbury. If somebody is watching this on replay and comments to answer the question, I'll pin it to the top of the comments so that you can have, so look out for the pinned comment, because if someone answers after this, and I'll check, because I think I might still have an invoice from my last order, and that normally has the return slip in it, and it would normally say how to return it and whether it's free post. So I'll definitely check for you. Now, I had another really good question yesterday about this lipstick, the new lipstick in, which I'm going to wear today, Scarlet Spell. Someone asked me if it was like Opium Noir, and they picked on the one lipstick that I don't have by Charlotte Tilbury. I suspect that Opium Noir was a bit darker. It looked darker from the photos, but I never actually purchased that one. I don't know why. I think I kept thinking I was going to get it, and then by the time I went to get it, it was sold out. So I'm not sure, but I am going to look at the swatches as soon as I can, and I'll get back to you on that one. Now, what I'm going to do is now I've put this Bronze Garnet on, I am going to press this gold. And the little insert that's got the shade names fell out, and it's in the other room. I found it, but this gold one here, I'm going to put that, and I'm going to press that on my lid, my mobile lid. Because I'm sort of wearing purpley today. Now, I was a little bit disappointed with the purple shade in here, because it looks very vibrant in the pan. But when I put it on, and when you swatch it, I'm going to show you what I mean. When you swatch it, it just doesn't look as vibrant. It looks quite muddy. Oh, says she, and actually that does. But when I was blending it in, it started to look quite muddy. But I thought if I put the Colour Chameleon underneath, it might intensify the colour. Hi, Ali. I've been subscribed for a while, but always miss your lives because I'm usually at work. Oh. I'm taking a few days off to get the Christmas shopping finished. Oh, well, lovely to see you, Ellie. Thank you. That's a good thing about switching times for doing the lives, is you get to live chat with a few different people as well that couldn't make it for my Wednesday 1 o'clock slot. And of course, at the moment, I'm not able to do that because that is slap bang in the middle of visiting time with my dad. Notice the Hollywood brushes made in China. Was surprised as the makeup made in Italy. Yes, that's true. You would think for the price it would be made in Italy. Yeah, do you know what? I hadn't realised that myself, because I do know that a lot of her makeup's made in Italy, but I think somewhere in the back of my brain I knew that the brushes weren't, but I didn't know they were made in China. Right, I'm just getting my brushes. Excuse me, going off camera for a minute. Right, and now I'm going to take this purple with a blending brush, and I'm going to blend this into the socket and see what this looks like. So I'm going to take this purple here. So this is Linda's birthday look. Now Linda's had to leave us, but this was all for Linda to say happy birthday as she was ill in bed on her birthday. Ah, this works quite nicely. Yeah, they are expensive. Now, I think I have a feeling, and I don't know this for sure, but I definitely have a feeling that she changed her brush supplier from her original brushes, because they were all natural hair originally. And then I think, I'm not sure, but I think they're all now synthetic. And the natural ones molt, as you know. But the new ones, like the Hollywood brush, don't, and they're synthetic. So maybe her original ones were made in Italy. And then I think they got, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I think they got a few complaints, and that's not fair because I don't know that. But I certainly do know that there were some quite bad reviews about molting. And they feel sometimes a bit prickly. I'm talking about these original brushes, but the Hollywood one and the one that went with the cheek cream, they are really good. They're like completely different to the rest of them. And also a new liner brush is good. It looks like this, but it just seems a better quality. So I have a feeling she probably changed suppliers. Now I'm just going to take the smudge brush and take that purple underneath, like so. I think I've overshot the mark a bit there on the side. I'll just blend that out. And I'll just take some of that here. No, that's not going to work, but I've got an idea about that. So we've got gold and we've got purple. That looks okay for the day. I was just going to check something. No, that one. You see, you could. This is what I want to do, is I want to do teal, but that's too much for the daytime. But stay tuned. I'm going to do a Christmas look doing that. And I'm just going to dab a little bit more gold in the centre of my lids. Like that. Yes, I like that. Maybe a little bit more of the purple in the corner, just to intensify the inner corner, the outer corner. Just dabbing that on with my smudge brush and blending it at the same time. Right, I'm going to use a highlighter to highlight my brow and inner corner. And I think what I will use is, if I can find it again, is Elizabeth Violet pencil, which will go really nicely as an eyeliner with this, if I can find it quickly. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. It's here somewhere. That's the grey one. There you are. I can see you. So Elizabeth Violet Rock and Coal. Oh, good. I was going to say please be sharpened because I don't know where my sharpener is right now. Okay. So I'm going to put this as close as I can to the lash line. I love purple. Oh, look, I've got some there. I'll have to sort that out later because I've still got purple on my fingers. Can you see how much smoother my lids are? I'm screwing that one up, but with that serum underneath. And then I'm going to take that underneath and then flick that up. It is good, but it is expensive, so do look out in the sales. I think the normal price is something like £70, but I got it in the Black Friday sale for, did I say Good Friday again? I got it in the Black Friday sale for £49. It's still a lot of money, but if it lifts the lids, and I don't know if I'm going bonkers, but I think I can see a little bit more mobile lid today. Definitely good primer for the eyes before putting on makeup. I'll put a tiny bit. The tight line. And I'll put it underneath as well. I could use eye cheat, but I'll just use this one. Now, purple, if you put purple on your eyes, it works with any colour eye because purple contrasts with any colour eye unless you've got purple eyes. I think you are right about your eyelids. What was the product again? Oh, it's upstairs. It's called Perricone MD Eyelid Lifting Serum. It's not eye serum, it's eyelid lifting serum because they do an eye serum. So make sure it's the eyelid lifting serum by Perricone MD. And I've put, again, the details in the video yesterday in the description bar, which has got the full name if you want to look at that. What was the other thing? I feel bad returning things, but the tote is bad quality and dirty inside as well. I wouldn't feel bad. They're about 25 quid, Stacey. I wouldn't feel bad. £25 for a dirty tote bag? No way. No, you're absolutely right. Return it. We're all behind you. Now what I'm going to do is, where I've put that rock and coal, I'm just going to soften it with finding my liner brush first. I'm going to soften it by going over it with the Pat McGrath purple that I've used. Yeah, there's the liner brush. So this is Charlotte's liner brush. Tiny little brush like that. And I'm just going to soften it by going over it with the purple. And also that will set it. You feel a purchase coming on. Are you all tempted to get that serum? Oh, you can see a difference, can you? Brilliant, thank you. You know, sometimes I try and be as impartial as possible because I don't want to mislead anyone. I'm not, I'm not on commission. There's nothing in it for me. And I also don't want to mislead myself, which is why I take photographs over a period of time. So I start up an album when I'm doing something like that in my phone, and I take pictures over a period of time. That's what I did with the Foreo, so that I could really take a look. Now, obviously, you're not going to get exactly the same lighting conditions for each one, but I try and be as objective as I can because I want to know whether it really works. And I want to tell you whether or not I think it really works. But I definitely think I can see more mobile lid today. One is always more hooded, this one, than the other. So I can always see less mobile lid than that one. But I definitely feel like I can see more today. Right, and then I've got to put on some mascara. But I'm a bit nervous. I might do that later because yesterday, as I said, I used Legendary Lashes and my eyes started streaming. So I might dig out another one, maybe the Aldi one, and use that. Yeah, I'm not sure that it's in here, but I'm going to do that, I think, because I think I might be allergic to Legendary Lashes. So I'm going to put on a little bit of, I'm going to use my Gorgeous Glowing Beauty palette to use the bronze and the blush. Definitely not for a tote bag. A tote bag is, I mean, that's an expensive tote bag, £25. And I think you've got every right to expect it to be good quality. But if it's a kind of tote bag that you get in supermarkets, for £1, if it's that kind of quality, then I'd definitely return it. Right, I'm just putting on some of the blusher from Gorgeous Glowing Beauty as well. Hi, Maria. So I haven't put on mascara yet, but I'll do an after photo. The only thing I've got nearby is Legendary Lashes, and it made my eyes start watering yesterday. And somebody on here, I've forgotten her name, but she's a nurse, watched the video and said your eyes started watering after you used Legendary Lashes. And I used it for the first time in a while yesterday, and they started streaming. Yeah, well, exactly. If it's more or less the same as the £1 ones, and it's dirty, and it's about 25 quid or £24. Hello, Mandy. Mandy is one of my, when I say this, she's one of my oldest followers. I don't mean that she's old. I mean, Mandy was following me from, I think, when I had about 10 subscribers. So hello, Mandy. And I'm sure, I can't find it, but I'm sure that Mandy gave me my very first comment. Because I remember being so excited. I must have done I think I did about 8, even 10 videos before anyone commented. But I only had a few subscribers at the beginning, and I think I was begging my friends to follow me, and then all of a sudden it took off. Thank you. Oh, you're all so sweet to me. So I'm going to put on this lipstick in Scarlet Spell. You finally managed alive. You have. And I've got no brow products near me. You'll have to pretend that I've done my brows and my mascara. I really don't want to get up at the moment because I'm very sore, and I like sitting and relaxing with you guys. And now, oh, there was another question. Now, I haven't got my lipsticks near me, but I have got my lip liners. Somebody asked how this new lipstick, Scarlet Spell, compared to Bond Girl and Walk of Shame. Now, I've got Bond Girl and Walk of Shame lip liners here, so I'm going to show you. Now, I think that the Bond Girl and Walk of Shame are sort of more browny undertones. This is more of a pinky, vibrant kind of, it's like a very dark cerise, but not so dark that it's going to be vampish. That's what I like about it. I know I keep repeating myself. So I'm just looking for, there's Walk of Shame. Let me find Bond Girl. So the lip liners are about the same as the lipsticks anyway. Where's my Bond Girl one? What's that? Bond Girl, brilliant. And then I want to find that one that I used yesterday, which was, I'll know it when I see it. Where Have You Gone? The lip liner I used yesterday, which went perfectly with it. And I now can't find it. Where are you? You must be here somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where's it gone? I must have left it out. I must have left it out. Silly old me. It was, I'll just have another quick look in case it's hiding. But I must have left it out because it's definitely not in here. That's a shame. Is it on the table? You became a friend after a few watches. Oh, thank you. Well, I feel like you're all my friends. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to friends. Love your channel. It's my favourite. You're such a lovely lady. How is my dad? My dad is getting better, but when I say that, I'm sort of also mindful because, you know, some of his friends are like, yeah, really great. That actually he is getting better. But when I say that, they're small changes. They're tiny changes. But because he had such a severe stroke, that you notice every small change. So he is now opening his eyes. He's looking around. He's nodding his head. He's holding my hand. Those are big things from when he first actually, look, I found my lip liner while I'm talking to you. From when he first went into hospital, and I found my brow thing. But it's going to be a long road back. And I found an app last night. I couldn't sleep. And my dad is unable to speak at the moment. So it's very difficult to establish how much he can understand because he can't tell us. But I suspect he understands a lot more than he's able to communicate. But he hasn't worked out how to say no. He nods, but he hasn't worked out how to say no. And I found this app last night where you basically type in a word and it comes up with the sign, but it also speaks the word. And it's got things like yes and no and glasses, like if he wants to put his glasses on, and he can press it and it speaks for him. So I'm going to try that out with him today because he was actually pressing buttons on his mobile phone to play music tracks. So I'm hoping, I'm really excited to try that today and see if we can get yes, no answers from him, because that'll help to establish how much he can understand. Right, now I'm just done my brows, probably very badly, but this using Legendary Brows. Yeah, it was a kind of, I think speech therapists use it a lot, and I thought I've got to give this a try. Because if he's just, can you imagine just falling asleep one day and waking up and then not being able to talk and not being able to move and having to learn it all again? It must be really scary. And I thought, if he is able to point at the phone and see what he's doing and make out a sign at least, he might not be able to read it. But if he's able to see like a tick and a cross and work out that that's yes and no, and I might need to encourage him a lot and say that's yes, that's no. But if he's able to do that, it's just going to really help him, I think. And it's certainly going to help us. I will let you know. Right, so this is Scarlet's Spell. Okay, now I was asked to compare it to Bond Girl and Walk of Shame. I don't think they compare because I think this is sort of a more vibrant colour. But I've got the lip liners here, so I'll just show you within reach. They're the same as the lipstick. So this is Bond Girl, which you see is more muted. Similar-ish, I suppose, but it's not as vibrant. It's more muted. And then this one is Walk of Shame, which I think is going to look a bit more browny, is it? Maybe not. That looks quite similar on the hand. No, there's more brown undertone. This one just has more. It's like a dark crimson, but not as dark as Night Crimson. That's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, I suppose looking at those three together, you think they do look quite similar. Certainly, I think most one is Walk of Shame. Right, now I'm going to use the lip cheat that I used yesterday, which is Crazy in Love. This is Crazy in Love, by the way. Let me just show you. So that's the lipstick I'm using, and this is Crazy in Love, which I think is perfect. I think they almost match, actually. Yeah, look, they do. So it's a really good lip liner to use. If you're buying this lipstick and you want a really good lip liner to use with it, I would say go for Crazy in Love. The other one you might want to try is Savage Rose, but I don't think that one's as close. No, you see that one's got more red in it. So definitely Crazy in Love for this lipstick. Okay, so let's do Crazy in Love. And today I'm going to fill in my lips with this. And then this is all going to come off, you know, because I'm going to eat my chocolate twist in a minute. That's the other thing. I don't want to eat in front of my dad because he's been tube fed and he loved his food. I mean, he didn't overeat, but he loved good food. So I tend to have to go out to eat, like go out of the ward to eat. I don't have to, but I just feel uncomfortable sitting there eating in front of him. So that is Scarlet Spell. I do love this lipstick. Definitely, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And so we've got Pat McGrath. I need to get... it will look better once... I'll put a photo on Instagram once I've put my mascara on. Okay, but the only one I've got is Legendary Lashes. And I don't want my eyes to start watering again because they watered yesterday as soon as I put it on. So that is the look. Let me just give it a bit of a blend. Wild Lips. Now, do you know what? I didn't have Wild Lips. So you may be right, actually, because she often does that. I've noticed, like, when she brought out the Hollywood lips, there are sort of equivalents in the Matte Revolution and the Kissing lipsticks. So, for example, I'm just trying to think of an example. There's a dark shade in the Hollywood lips. The darkest shade is very similar to Night Crimson, and there's certain other shades that are very similar to other formats. So this may well be Wild Lips. It's sort of a dark raspberry, isn't it? No, it's not matte, but the colour looks the same. She often does that. And the good clue to watch out for is So when she's got a look that uses, like if you look at one of our iconic looks and it says Stoned Rose, it'll say, or Matte Revolution, works well with, and you can get an idea. And definitely, I did a chart, which I'll bring on, which I worked it all out from looking at the website. And basically, I've got all the iconic looks with the kissing formula, the Matte Revolution formula, and the Hollywood Lips formula, like that go with each look. So I'll bring that on next time. I don't think it's as dark as Confident Lips, because I do have Confident Lips. Yeah. This one is lighter. That's what I like. It's dark and it's rich, but it doesn't look vampy. Thank you. That's why I really enjoy it. But looking at that one, it does look very similar, and that's Walk of Shame. But I just don't remember Walk of Shame looking like that on the lips. So maybe it's just looking like that on my hand. But it's definitely, Walk of Shame looks darker and more browny to me. Actually, it does look. It's just, yeah. I can't really say that it looks exactly the same as anything. Even I thought about the other one, which was the new Kissing 2 lips, which, and I'm really bad at remembering names at the moment. Amazing Amal. But it's not really Amazing Amal either. I think it is quite unique for one of Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks, which, considering I've got most of them, the only one I'm not sure about is Opium Noir. It was a really good question, so whoever asked that, I'm going to see if I can find a swatch and look that up for you. But that is my look, and I'm having my hair done tomorrow. I'm having the day off. I'll probably go and see my dad in the evening, but I'm having the day off from hospital visiting, and I'm getting my hair done because it's getting a little bit too boofy on the top now, and it's time for a cut. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to do, could I do a set of swatches of the colours in this family? Yes. So I'll do a video coming up with that, and I'll swatch them all together. You've also got Crazy in Love lip liner. I definitely like Crazy in Love lip liner. Right, I'm going to go back and say hello to you all, and also see if I've answered all your questions. So I've said hello to Linda, who's the birthday girl, who's now gone, and Jackie, and Jennifer, and Stacey, and I don't want to miss anyone out. And have I got anybody else? Oh, Jackie, you've got a spinny brush cleaner, and it's wonderful. Did you get the one that's does just one? Because I've asked for the one that does more than one. I think it does about 4 or 5 little ones at a time. Do you know if you need to? Oh, well, I've answered that, Stacey. We don't know at the moment, but hopefully we'll get an answer on that. And Jennifer, you've got one as well, have you? And Ellie, I've said hello to, and haven't checked the mini ones to see what they say yet. Oh, right, where they're from, Stacey. So you know, anyone that wants to know about the eyelid serum, have a look back at yesterday's video. I've written it, the full name, in the description bar of yesterday's video. I'm looking to see. Hello, Julie H. Sorry, I missed Julie H. Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening if you're somewhere else, but thank you. Hello, Julie H. Hello, Maria. Hello, Mandy. Was just thinking about you. You're a bad influence on me. Was in Aldi on Saturday and bought 2 of the eyeshadow palettes. Well done you. Well, it's hardly a bad influence at $3.99 each, is it? I'm super excited for the Stone Rose release you mentioned the other day. Yeah, so I might. If you want to have a look at swatches, it's on Really Re. Oh, you're all saying nice things about me. Yeah, you're all friends of mine too. You really are. And you won't believe how much I can't start saying this. See, my tears start rolling a minute, but you will not believe how important you lot have been. All my makeup's gonna wash off because I get emotional. I'm a big softie, but you will not believe how important it has been to me to know that I can come on here and chat to you all, and you're such a supportive community. Oh, look, I'm going to have to redo all my makeup, but you really are. It's been really tough few weeks with my dad. Not just because of him being ill, but because he became seriously ill, then got better really quickly, then became ill again, then got better really quickly, and then he got really ill, and now he's in it for the long haul. And it's been like a roller coaster of emotion, of up, down, up, down, up, down. And the one constant in all of it is you lot. And I really mean that. You've been so important to me. And I just wish I had more time to do more videos and more time to answer your comments because you all keep me sane. And look, hopefully, oh, Tom Ford's holding up quite well. But this is what I'm like at the moment. I just start blubbering at things because I'm just really emotional. I know, but you really have helped me, and I do feel like I've got a load of friends all around the world watching me and supporting me and sort of supporting my dad as well. And hopefully at some point he'll get to see all the messages. And I know that if my dad was able to communicate to you all, he would want to thank you from the bottom of his heart. But I must stop because I am going to blubber. And let's get on to something that stops me blubbering, shall we? And that is Linda's birthday. Thank you. Me too, not surprising, Ali. So much on your plate at the moment. Here's how to put makeup on and then wash it off in 5 seconds. But it's holding up well. Seriously, look. That's Tom Ford foundation. It's not coming off, is it? It's not coming off. That's pretty impressive because I use that as a concealer as well. So you're going to sip out the evil chocolate. I am. Look at that. Chocolate twist. But I better not eat it on here because I'm just going to cover... my face will be covered in tears and chocolate. I suppose there's worse things that my face could be covered in. But... Anyway, so I'm going to go and eat my chocolate twist and then I'm going to go and visit my dad and give him a big kiss from all of you. So take care. Have a lovely day. And once again, Linda, happy birthday for a week and a half ago. We love you so much and I love you all. And thank you once again for joining me and I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah!